What is up, guys? Angel Lorenzo here, back with another video. Guys, today I'm going to talk to you guys opening up my gym, the experience I went through. If you guys can't tell, this is my gym. I usually record in my gym. This is just a good spot where I like to work. I mean, I'm over here practically 8 hours a day. This is the main job I have. This is my main hustle. But I didn't just one day decide I'm going to open up a fucking gym and that's it. There was a lot of stepping stones to this. Let's just take it back to 2019. I was a trainer at Planet Fitness, and this is where I really thought this was going to be a 10-year goal. I honestly thought it was going to be a very long-term goal. My ex at the time, she really pushed me to open it up very sooner. She said, "Why can't you do it a lot sooner?" You know, I mean, it is a goal that you have, but I know you're going to be able to do it a lot faster. You just have to, put all your energy into opening up your own gym. And it really helped me think about it like, maybe I can open my gym a lot faster. So in Planet Fitness, one of the reasons why I worked there was because it was the first job that I got. When I was there, it was extremely easy to, let's just say it was very easy to work there in terms of them giving me the whole layout of how I should do things, them really being on me in terms of like clocking in, clocking out, and how many people I could work out per session. And it was just like pretty much like a meal plan. They gave me a meal plan, and then I was like, cool, I'll copy it, and boom, we got this. So that was pretty much the whole blueprint of Planet Fitness. They give you everything. You just have to be there. You have to show up and actually provide the service to the clients. There was no selling. There was none of that. I didn't really like the fact that they did that, though. I honestly wanted more freedom. I wanted to be more independent, and I wanted it to be really something that I'm coming up with it. I'm doing it on my shit, my terms. So, yeah, let's do the best we can. And they weren't giving me that liberty. They weren't giving me that freedom to actually do it. So what I did was put in my 1 week notice, and I said, deuces, I'm out. I'm not going to be here anymore. I appreciate you guys. I went to EOS, another gym, and this is more of you got to make commission. You're not going to get paid. We didn't get paid hourly. You just got to make it. If you don't make commission, you're not going to get paid. So this is where I started to learn the sales game, and this is where I got more independency, the independency that I was looking for. In this time, I was honestly not a good salesperson. I didn't really know what the fuck I was doing. A manager recommended me a few books, and he actually took me under his wing because he saw my work ethic. He saw that I really wanted to work a lot. During this time, though, what I noticed is that they take pretty much all your percentage. You work there, you get commission, you get maybe like from a $300 per month training package for 6 months. What is that? $1,800. You maybe get $100 from that. Like 6-7%. I'm not a math genius, guys. I'm sorry. You don't get a lot though. That's the point. Got paid. We got commission plus if we got any sessions in our booking, then we got $8 per session. And then I was like, I'm not making a lot of money. If I were ready to put a lot of effort into this, I'm probably going to end up making I could realistically make $3,000, $4,000 a month there. And I know some of the trainers were making $5,000. The high-end trainers were making about $5,000, $6,000. They worked a lot though. They worked hella. They worked maybe many hours, and that was something that I didn't really want to do in terms of like my threshold. The max you could get was $6,000, and I was like, nah, I know I could do a lot better than that. So I decided if I'm not going to make the money that I need to make here, I'm going to go to independent route, and I'm going to make my own gym. Found out it wasn't that easy. I started training at the park. I had a lot of money. Not a lot. Well, at the time I did. I had like about $10,000 saved up, and I was like, I'm using this $10,000 to buy equipment so I could do it in the park, and I could just promote it on Instagram, promote it on Google, whatever, promote it on Yelp. I'm opening up this park boot camp. It's free. Anyone could come. And I did do that, and it was very unsuccessful. I didn't have a client for 3 weeks. I finally got a few clients that were coming in once a week, and it was a free session, so I wasn't getting paid. I started my training in February, like my independency training in February, and I didn't get paid until maybe May of 2019. So I didn't get my first dollar until May, and that was May 30th, I believe. So it was an extremely long time before I even got any type of income in that. And then I had a sublease. That's how I was able to get paid, because then I got a sublease. And in that sublease, I was actually in a position to have a one slot. It was 9 a.m. Once I actually got my clients to come on in on 1 day per week, I decided, let's see if we could come on at least Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. What I failed to realize, though, all these clients were coming in at Saturday 9 a.m. And I put in my head, if they come Saturday 9 a.m., they could come Monday through Friday. It didn't work like that. Why? Because well, it was a weekend. They weren't working. And then when I decided to open up my studio, I was like, yeah, it's going to be cool. You like this experience right here? We're going to have a better experience over there. It's going to be a private gym. Yeah, we could do it, guys. I had like 4 clients at the time. None of them followed me. None of them. And I don't blame them. They were working. I only had a 9 a.m. slot. And you know how depressing it is, guys, to go inside a fucking gym? Like, imagine this gym. You have absolutely no clients. You don't have any leads coming in. You don't have any calls, and you just go in just hoping that maybe one person didn't contact me first, and they're just gonna be waiting for me. Didn't happen. And it was very depressing, because this was almost for a month. And let me tell you this, guys. This is my purpose. This is my passion. Doing your purpose, your passion, and then having literally no one support you is probably the worst feeling ever. It wasn't because I wasn't good. It was just because no one knew about me. It was because my marketing wasn't on point. It was because I honestly didn't have any credibility. You know, I had personal training. I had those clients, but none of them followed me. They all had to stick to the EOS format, or else EOS was gonna go fucking chew my ass and sue my ass, whatever they were going to do. But they told me I couldn't take any clients, and that was tough, guys. I had a good amount of clients in EOS. None of them were able to follow me. Then I had in the park, I had 4 clients. They didn't follow me. At Planet Fitness, the people that I wanted to follow me, they weren't able to follow me, and it was just hell. It was a shit show. It was pretty bad, because for almost a month, I didn't have a single client coming in, and it was very depressing. The only shine I had was my brother, my ex-girlfriend at the time, and my mom. They were the only ones really supporting me. They were going maybe once or twice a week. And they were like, oh man, they helped me out so much tremendously, because just the fact that I was able to actually be there, and it was my brother like there, and my ex-girlfriend and my mom there, like they were so like supportive of me, because it was literally just my brother. It's why I have so much love for my brother. He would literally go to my program, and then he would work out after. And it wasn't even part of his program to even go in my program, but he knew that I was struggling a lot. He's like, no, I gotta support this motherfucker. So, goddamn, and also too, with my ex-girlfriend and my mom, they knew that I was struggling, and I wasn't getting anybody. Not a single person was coming in. And they took the time of their day to come in and support me, and I appreciate that so much forever. And finally, I remember this client, Letty Mendoza. I'll never forget her. She was there already. You know, I went, and the thing is, I always had a positive attitude. No matter what it was, I had a positive attitude of, yes, someone's gonna show up. I know it, even though no one contacted me. I know someone's gonna show up. And finally, a white Impala was parked right there, and I was like, this is weird. This is interesting. Bruh, it was Letty. And she said, is this the boot camp? I was like, yeah, this is the boot camp. What's your name? Letty. And I was like, my name is Angel, I'm the trainer here. And she was like, oh, okay, so do I pay you right now? And I was like, yeah, you can pay me right now. $30. She gave me $30 because that's what I charged at the time. It was just $30 per month. And then I was so fucking happy. I was like, you know that Will Smith meme? I'm too lazy to edit it, but it was like that Will Smith moment where it's like, this is happiness. This is what happiness feels. So then after that, I was actually after that, I got another client coming in, and it was just, I guess, word of mouth and posting that people were actually coming to my location and Instagram and Facebook, and posting those Google pictures of people working out in the studio. Where finally people were actually like contacting me and be like, "Oh, this is a new program, right? Yeah, it's $30. Come on in." And I was getting a high volume of people to message me and call me because I had the promotion, $30 per month. And people were like, hell yeah, to get a boot camp, let's do it. 30, 30, 30, 30. It was a point where I got like over 60 clients, and just, you guys already know what happened. You know, it was going up, 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 up. Every month was going up. I still have all my records on my finances and all that stuff, and I love that I have all that because it just keeps me very humble to where I came from. It took me like 10 months to make $10,000, $11,000, and now that's something that I do make quite often. And it's just like so humbling to be like in that position where I was like, man, I literally had like 10 months of where I just made like less than $1,000. 11 months where I made less than $1,000 per month. COVID happened. I shut down for 2 months, and again it just like restarted again. It restarted over. People didn't want to work out, and there was a point. It was November of 2020 where this is the moment where I was like, this is a make or break moment. I remember looking up courses on trades, housing, real estate, trades just in general, like what trades are good to make 50,000 over. You know, I was like very depressed during that time because I was like, man, I tried my hardest to even be in a position to grow and to like create my purpose and my passion, and it didn't manifest in nothing. I think I got absolutely nothing out of it. And then in that moment where I was so close to quitting, I doubled down and I said, fuck that, we're not quitting. I got 10,000 saved up. Let's use this 10,000. Let's fucking work, and let's double down. Let's get more equipment. Let's put more money in ads. Let's just do more. And that's what I did. I have all the posts of where I first got my stuff, my equipment, and man, was it a trip because it was like little dumbbells. It was those little dumbbells over there. It was more bands, you know. It was a Smith rack, the first Smith squat rack I got. It was more bars, and it was just little things that I decided like, yes, I'm gonna increase my value. I know what I want to do, and I'm going to strive for it. I'm gonna put more money into marketing, put like $300 a month on marketing, and we're just gonna go head forward, and we're gonna give this one more opportunity. I got $10,000 saved up. I'm gonna use this to create even more. And God really wanted me to succeed, because after that, you know, it was November, December. Everyone knows it was slow months. And then January, I remember January. It was crazy because January was literally like, I had one class where I had 32 people in it. 32 people. Everybody was just lined up. And it was crazy. 32 people showed up. And man, it was just like, it was like crazy because I went from like 2 or 3 people showing up. And keep in mind, guys, I only had like 2 classes. I had so little people, and then for that to happen to 32, and then that's when the ball started rolling. I started making like, I remember it was 2021. January 2021, I made, I believe, like 3,000. Then February, I made like 4,000. Then March, I made like 4,500. Then April, I finally hit the 5,000 mark. I was like, let's go, 5,000, hell yeah. And then again, then then it went down to 4,500. You know, June I did pretty bad. I only made like 3,000, but that's because I was shifting to open this gym now. So I was like, this is crazy. It only took 1 month of me making 5,000 to believe that I was able to make 10,000. Because in my head, I was like, wait a minute. I have 2 classes going, 9 a.m. and 7 p.m. if I can make 5,000, and just for those two classes, if I open up at 5 a.m., 6 a.m., 10 a.m., 6 p.m., I could make over 10,000. The first month that I made 5,000, I knew that I was cut out to open my gym. You know, that's when, after all the struggles, after all of that, and that little spark, if I could make 5,000 at 9 a.m. and 7 p.m., why can't I not make 10,000 if I open up more slots? And that's what happened. And that was just the process of opening up my gym. I went through a lot of ups and downs, a lot of ups and downs. The beginning, then COVID, then pre-COVID, then post-COVID. Those three were times where I really just, when I wanted to start, yeah. But then COVID, when COVID first hit, I was pretty optimistic about what I was going to be able to do with Zoom. But then when it was post-COVID, that's when it was even harder because people just didn't want to work out, you know? People didn't want to really like go outdoors anymore. And that was when it was tough because it was like, fuck, like I'm not gonna be able to do this, you know? So those 2 times where I really wanted to quit, but those 3 times were like really what built me up to what I am now, being very high character, being very confident, very, very like, if someone comes in here, I know I'm be able to sell them. But that's pretty much it, guys. That was the process of me opening my gym. And this is my gym right here. Let me give you guys a little quick tour real quick. It's pretty nice. I really like this gym. But yeah, off to better, bigger things, right? We're gonna do it, guys. Stay up, keep grinding.